You're watching UnrealEntGaming. This is Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. You want to see me turn Super Saiyan? Or should I take it to the next level? I'm also the narrator, too. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, make sure and smash subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
As the story between Broly vs. Jiren now begins to intensify, with Jiren wielding the power of Ultra Instinct Omen and Broly now also wielding the full power of Super Saiyan 3 as seen on the previous manga chapter video, the battle between these two behemoths is beginning to intensify, so much so that the gods of destruction and angels are now beginning to switch locations courtesy of the impact and overall influence of the battle between the two. The question going forward involving both Jiren and Broly is, does one possess enough power over the other to finally get the job done, or are we going to see a circumstantial event play out to where either Jiren or Broly are bound to fall to the other in battle? As once more before we begin, if you are new to this channel and have a love and passion for all things Dragon Ball and anime related, then be sure to smash that subscribe button on this channel and turn on all notifications to never miss a single upload, along with giving this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below if you guys love Dragon Ball and anime, as well as checking out the official Dragon Ball fan mangas playlist located down in the description box below, to where on that playlist you guys will be able to find all the latest and best Dragon Ball fan mangas created by the community for the community. So be sure to head on down below, check out the official Dragon Ball fan mangas playlist for all the best and latest videos on Dragon Ball fan mangas. As we kick off the story of Monty Black's Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of Jiren vs. Broly manga chapter special, with Broly now having to achieve a power that can seemingly try and rival Ultra Instinct Jiren, the first thing that Broly winds up doing is he wastes little time in directly having to attack Jiren with, but even then, as Jiren is shown having to wait intensely, the way Monty Black had written this story was, the loser of this battle not only is going to be erased forever, but they're further going to be looked at as inconsequential warriors, in the fact that even though Broly and Jiren are arguably the strongest mortals in existence right now, the second we get to see how Broly attempts to attack Ultra Instinct Jiren, Jiren winds up opening his eyes and having to respond to Broly's attack. But even then, as we get to see how both of them make contact, these two are so powerful that they're literally shattering through dimensions. And keep in mind, this was an ever so growing Broly, this was an ever so growing Jiren, so even as they begin to shatter dimensions and they begin to shatter reality itself, Goku begins to look on as he went along to comment, "Whoa, these guys are insane. It's just like when me and Vegeta used the fusion dance against Broly." As Whis responds, "Breaking through dimensions is proof that mortals can achieve levels that can threaten the Hakaishin." This is certainly getting more and more interesting, with Shilai responding, "You guys are weird. I don't understand what's going on," as the Omni Kings went along to cry out, "They broke through it again! Closer, closer, yeah, closer, closer," because this is all for the entertainment of the Omni Kings, while at the same time, this was exactly what Goku wanted, in the fact that he wanted to see how strong Broly was by comparison to Jiren, and with the Grand Priest also observing, he then also commented, "This is magnificent. These mortals, yes my lord, just a second." And as the Grand Priest then uses his abilities to protect the spectators from what's about to happen, what the Grand Priest does is he uses his abilities and his techniques to teleport everyone out of sight, because the battle between Broly and Jiren is getting so intense that despite Ultra Instinct Jiren, who mind you is in an Omen-like stage and has not perfected Ultra Instinct, Broly is in fact able to fight toe-to-toe with him, as of course he still has the massive gaping wound that's coming out from his back, and that is going to play into an effect because although Broly's body is severely destroyed, he's still managing to somehow keep up with Jiren, and as Broly goes on to throw shot after shot, hook after hook, Jiren winds up dodging everything, as eventually enough Jiren ends up catching up, as he then delivers an attack called the Double Fist Strike, and what Jiren does is he hits Broly directly in the chest with such force that Jiren assumed that this was going to be the end of Broly, but instead, Broly ends up looking down before having to look right at Jiren. So this attack really didn't do much, as of course what Broly did was he grabbed Jiren by the shoulders, with Jiren having to be utterly surprised, and as Broly then winds his head back, what I really enjoy about this is seeing the level of brutality here, because Broly ends up holding Jiren by the shoulders and he delivers a thunderous headbutt to Jiren that causes Jiren to go flying out into space. But interestingly, as Jiren is flying out, Jiren looks back at Broly and he isn't hurt. The demeanor on his face hasn't changed, but instead, again, he's calm, cool, collected, and relaxed, with Broly having to be shown charging up for a massive blast. That's when Jiren went along ahead to brace himself, because he knew that Broly's attack was about to be so powerful that he essentially needed to focus in on what this was going to do to him. And as Jiren is shown having to ready himself in position, Broly then winds up firing this attack directly at Jiren. And what's really cool is seeing the fact that Jiren went along to close his eyes before having to then sharply open them. As soon as he did, the attack that was headed right for Jiren all of a sudden is then momentarily stopped, and as soon as it stops, it is then condensed in this little small spherical-like energy ball, and Broly is just baffled, because from there, Jiren winds up sending this attack directly back at Broly, and the way he does it is with such finesse, because you can also get to see that this little blast then comes inches from Broly's face, and Broly is very concerned, because this is one of his most arguably powerful attacks that he just sent to Jiren, having to now be thrown directly back at him. So as soon as we then get to see how the attack makes contact, literally everything is destroyed, and the Grand Priest actually teleports the Omni Kings, Beerus, Whis, Belmont, everyone away, because the sheer impact of this could have such an effect that it could actually destroy everything. And as we then notice how everyone is being transported, Goku's hands are literally shaking as Whis went along to ask, "Is there something bothering you, Goku?" With Belmont chiming in, "Haha, he's disappointed with himself. He realizes these two have surpassed what he's capable of without using Ultra Instinct." And as Whis overhears this, he then responds, "I don't think so. Knowing Son Goku, this just may be the motivation that he needs to ascend higher than mastered Ultra Instinct, but what could be possibly higher than mastering Ultra Instinct? Huh, I wonder. Super Saiyan?" With Beerus responding, "Don't be silly, Whis. Ultra Instinct is a level that seemingly gods can't achieve, but these mortals can? What could possibly be higher than this?" With Goku saying to himself, "I got a bad feeling about this." "We have arrived," says the Grand Priest. And as everyone then arrives, Goku then goes on to look out into the distance, and he is met with nothing, just an empty void of space. And Goku even goes as far to look behind him, because he seems to have this really nerve-rattling, bone-shaking feeling. And as he does, he then notices how Ultra Instinct Omen Jiren is charging directly at him. So Goku then assumes that Jiren is in fact coming for him, but in fact, as soon as Goku then realizes that on the other side, he then observes how Broly is doing the exact same thing. Goku then comes to the realization that in fact Broly and Jiren are on a collision course to collide at one another. So as soon as we get to see how Broly and Jiren are charging on in, all of a sudden, the same thing that happened to Goku during the events of the Tournament of Power then happened to Jiren, and Jiren goes from using Ultra Instinct Omen to then having to lose it, and Jiren's eyes then fade to its normal color, with Goku looking on. That was right before Jiren and Broly make contact. Broly manages to smash Jiren's face in with one singular thunderous punch that really went as far as to rock Jiren with such force that it nearly broke his face, and you get to see the sheer size comparison of Broly's fist to Jiren's head. And as soon as Broly winds up punching Jiren with tremendous force, Jiren is sent flying out in the depths of space, and of course he's bleeding from his face, he's bleeding from his nose, we get to see how his eyes are swollen, and we get to also notice how Belmont is crying out for Jiren, because if this ends up being detrimental in Jiren's favor, then that's it. Jiren is going to be erased, and there's absolutely no coming back from that. And with Beerus acknowledging this, he then utters, "That Saiyan may have knocked Jiren out of Ultra Instinct, but this doesn't mean anything until the fight is over," with the Omni Kings chiming in, "Whoa! Broly is amazing! Jiren went down," as the Grand Priest comments, "Well, it seems this match has so many surprises. I can't quite call it yet, my lord." With, of course, Jiren shown having to float within the depths of space, that's when he went along to realize how powerful and how dangerous Broly was, as Jiren comments, "This Saiyan, why is he so different than the others? How is he able to adapt and gain such power?" And with Jiren then having to slowly be shown standing back up, despite the difference in power, he still, even knowing the fact that Broly had done this to him, refuses to give up, even if right now Broly is supposed to be stronger. And as Broly is then shown charging up a blast within his hands, this little tiny ball of energy then becomes this massive sphere lingering over Broly's head, and this is becoming very dangerous, as Goku comments, "Holy cow! Is he really going to launch that?" And Broly is putting so much power in this energy sphere that you get to see how his blood vessels are popping, there are veins surrounding his face, and Broly is looking to finally finish Jiren off, as of course he went along ahead to throw this massive energy ball right down at Jiren. Jiren has no other choice right now but to face off against this oncoming blast, and as he does, Belmont went along to shout, "What the hell are you doing, Jiren? Wake up!" With even Shile responding, "Broly, no! You'll destroy us all! Broly!" With Whis chiming in, "It can't be helped. Broly can't show mercy. Even if he desires, his body is fighting like a machine, using all of the muscle memory it's acquired from fighting Jiren. Broly's body has taken over and his mind can't control the beast he has become." And as soon as this massive energy ball gets closer, Jiren went along ahead to acknowledge this by closing his eyes and uttering, "All this blind rage, this power, my power, is absolute." And right before the blast actually went along ahead to make contact, Jiren then opened his eyes and a massive explosion then ensued with Broly looking on. Broly originally thought that Jiren had been killed during the events of this blast having to make contact, but instead, towards the end of this manga chapter, as insinuated by Monty Black, we finally get to witness the birth of Mastered Ultra Instinct Jiren, and with Broly looking on very nervously, the manga chapter special then comes to a close. Now, I think this goes without question that Monty Black is going to set up the narrative to where the final battle going forward is in fact going to be full-powered Super Saiyan 3 Broly versus Mastered Ultra Instinct Jiren, but the question going forward that I have for you guys are, let's just say as an example, if Broly did reach full-powered Super Saiyan 3, then how strong would he be? And let's just also say if Jiren possessed Mastered Ultra Instinct, how strong would he be by comparison to Goku, Broly, Beerus, Moro, and said characters like that? Because what I really enjoy about Monty Black's direction is the overall insinuation that once one of these guys actually goes on ahead to fall and lose the battle, they're going to be erased. And this comes courtesy of Goku's call in not really knowing the full outcome of the Omni King's decision in wanting them both erased, but by the end of all of this, what I want to also know from you guys are, who do you guys think is going to win this battle by the very end? Is it going to be Broly? Is it going to be Jiren? And more importantly, when looking at the overall direction, do you guys think that something like this is possible when looking at what Dragon Ball Super is? And do you think that it is likely one day for us to actually see a potential Super Saiyan 3 Broly, for us to even possibly see someone like Jiren be able to tap into the powers of Ultra Instinct? Once again, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your time. If, of course, you guys enjoyed, then be sure to give this video a big thumbs up by smashing that like button down below. Also, if you guys want to see more to the Broly versus Jiren story, then we are going to have a massive like goal on the video. If we can smash out 6,000 likes on the video, then not only are we going to be inclined in giving you guys the manga chapter a lot sooner, but I think that going forward, what Monty Black is going to do is he's going to add a massive twist to this, because I think a lot of people are already expecting for Jiren to be able to use MUI to his advantage in completely crushing Broly, but is that the case? We're gonna have to find out, hopefully enough, at some point during the time of November to see the outcome of this battle. So again, thank you all so much for watching, thank you all so much for your time, tune back in for more, and we'll be seeing you all down in the comment section below. Have a great day, everybody, and take care. Peace. And the quick little reminder before you guys go, if you guys are unaware, I do have a second gaming channel located down in the description box below, so be sure to head on over to Unreal Royale and hit that subscribe button along with turning on all notifications, as to there, you guys will find all different kinds of gaming content that you will not get to find on UnrealEntGaming, titles and video games such as Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Gears of War, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Z Legends, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Minecraft, Blair Witch, and many other retro games on that channel. So if you guys are into gaming, then make sure you guys subscribe over on Unreal Royale. I want to thank you all so much for your time, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
Also follow UnrealEntGaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead! Oh, did someone say UnrealEntGaming? Oh my god.
The fuck's up, on? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes. Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Freezer.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!
But once you get video, lots of likes, or Bill will turn you into chocolate! Vados, get over here! Tell these mortals that I'm the biggest UnrealEntGaming fan. This is my moment. I'm a part of his notification squad. Universe 7 can have all the fun. I just want the food.
And don't forget to leave a comment on this video. Show some love for the best community on YouTube.
Kakarot!